Yo, this is Delta Tango Mike. Today is January 12th, another day in Start Now 2020. It is January 12th, and I would like to talk about personal projects. So let me explain a little bit about why we have personal projects and why they're important to the emerging artist. I am 20 years in as a professional artist, and it's still important for me as a professional artist so that I can show my work. And I got a few points that I want to make on it, so let me check my notes to make sure that I touch on those points right now. Um, reason why we want to have personal projects, even as a veteran, is because some of the projects that we work on for companies and institutions, those projects fail or they never make it into the market. And so then we can brag about it all day long, but then when people go looking for it to reference what you said, it doesn't exist. This was especially true in the early days of my art career as a graphic designer and a web designer, is that we would produce these amazing websites, we'd produce this amazing artwork and layouts, and then add that project into our portfolio, and then months later that company went under, the company did not succeed in their business, and for whatever reason, that website is down. Or worse, especially for websites, they change webmaster, they get someone else to work on the website, and they disrupt the flow, the look, the identity of what we first started, and so it does not look the way we designed it. It doesn't represent the brand as the way we first envisioned it, and so we can't really claim it as our own anymore. Another reason why we want to have personal projects is because one of the reasons why we need another reason why we need personal projects is because sometimes the projects that we work on are NDA. So you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and that means that no matter what happens with that project, whether it makes it or not, or most of the time, for the period that it's not public yet, you cannot share any of that work. So you cannot include it in your portfolio. What you can do is have a conversation with the next possible client, and if they want to see the project that you're signing an NDA for, you have to show it to them physically so that they can see that you can produce the work, but you should not be sharing it, posting it online, or adding it to your online portfolio. Another reason to have personal projects is because when you work with company projects, there's a lot of time between the end of the art phase, between the end of when you finish your part, and then the actual launch date. So then there's a big long period where nobody gets to see any of the work that you did. And so what do you do during those times when there's nothing to add to your portfolio? That's where personal projects come in. So personal projects allow for you to have fresh art. No matter what you did in high school, no matter what you did in college, no matter what project you worked on last year or the year before that. If you have a current personal project that you can share and post in your portfolio, then it shows the fresh work that you're doing now. Your style that you're using now, how your style has followed a development and evolution and your skills and your talent. So you want to be able to show that. Another reason why you want to have a personal project on your portfolio is that it allows you also to add lots of practice and practice and practice to improve on your skills while showing the work. You can show a personal project, you can show from the beginning to the end. From the beginning when there's an idea, the sketching, the composition, the layouts, and how the layouts and the design changes as the project progresses so that it can improve on its look, improve on its meaning, improve on its messaging. And then the last reason why you should have, or why it's beneficial to have a personal, come on camera, personal, why it's beneficial to have a personal project in your portfolio is because then you're able to focus on the type of art theme, style, and the industry that you're interested in, with clear examples of where this art goes and in the direction that you want it to fit, so that art directors can recognize where it fits in a project. That's what we work on personal projects. We want to show where our art fits, whether it's in merchandise branding, corporate branding, storytelling, storyboarding, film and TV, and in my case, children's books, alphabet books, coloring books. products geared towards children so that parents who are interested in their children developing the talent, developing, learning lessons, and feeling the motivation for art and creativity, then that's where some of my target is, and that's why I show those things in my portfolio. So I hope this is helpful to you. If you have some questions, please tag me, at me anytime. Delta Tango Mike. I am on TikTok, Facebook's, Instagram, and Twitter, Delta Tango Mike. I share resources and tutorials and demos and one-on-one classes for emerging artists who want to learn digital art on my Patreon, patreon.com/Delta Tango Mike. Find me on LinkedIn and on Behance as The Creative Genius. All right, talk to you later. Check us out, artisking_ATL for more art business knowledge and resources. Talk to you later. Peace.